Welcome in to week number 5 of our crochet along for 100 Nights of Fiber Frights. We are working up the Haunted Video Store blanket together. How did last week go? We need to take a minute to chit chat about that because it was completely different than anything we've done up until this point. We had done 3 different squares, double crochet, and then totally switched it up last week with the granny spike stitch. That stitch in particular, I can just get going. Like I had to actually write down and cross off the rows that I was doing. Otherwise, I would have had an entire blanket. It was just one of my favorite things to sit down and do. Not that I didn't like the square. It's such a squishy type of stitch. I mean, honestly, if you wanted to make a full blanket, you could just leave this part right here. If you have some extra yarn, use that stitch, grab that tutorial, and just keep making it the length of however long you want. It's all set up for you to make a brand new blanket. So technically, you could have 2 complete blankets by the end of Halloween. You can take that or leave it. It would be possible if you want to crochet a little bit more. Blankets are a soft spot for me, so if I have time, I'm always making blankets. I have 2 of them just laying around right now, not even including this one that we're doing together, you and I. I got a lot of crochet blankets, but they're just something, I mean, it's cozy, you know? I never get tired of making them. People never say no if I gift them. I mean, I guess if they did, I would take it back and be like, thank you very much. Now I have another blanket for myself. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed last week because now we are going to bring it back. We're going to start making more squares. So we have 3 more squares in total to make. And actually, if you grab the Halloween binder, which is the Halloween zine, and I just put it all together here. We're gonna go through everything of what's to come here, as well as all the movies that we're gonna be watching this week. So I have everything all ready for this week's scrapbook page, all of the movies that I watched last week. There were some really good ones in there, especially this one, In a Violent Nature. Let me know if you like that or not, because it's a very polarizing movie. Not a lot of action happening, and then when it does happen, it's kind of crazy. So I'm interested to see if you liked this one. Classic Blair Witch, The Watcher, like we had some good ones here. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside, grab the binder. All of that is gonna go on the back of this page here. Flip it to the page for our pattern. Okay, so right here you can see we have a red, black, red square. That's what we did the first 3 weeks. Then week number 4 last week, we created that. Now week number 5, this is what we're starting on. So we have a black, red, black square. Flip this over to the breakdown. Oh, I need to grab a highlighter. I need to go through here. Okay, week 1, we had 1 red square. Week 2, 1 black square. Week 3, red square. 4, granny spike stitch, center. Now we're going on to week 5, 6, and 7, and you'll see that there is a typo right here. We have red, black, red. If we would do that, we'd end up with 2 of these rows, and that's not what we want. The yardage for each color is still correct. I just made a typo right here, so I'm going to switch that over with this week's pen, which is the Trick or Treat pen. I was going to wait till October, like the last week, to use this one, but I actually found 3 other Trick or Treat pens, so I figured, you know what, let's just use them all. Okay, so for this week, instead of a red square, we're making a black square. Next week is going to be a red square. And then week 7 is a black square. And then once we get through this part, we're going to start to make the appliques, which are super, super fun. Since we are making another square, there isn't going to be a tutorial out this week. The tutorial for the very first week, that is the one that we're going to use. You can also go back to the pattern section for the squares if you need a little refresher of how to get started, how many rows that we need. But again, we are making 1 black square this week. This stuff has been insanely useful too. So thank you to the ghoul that shouted out, hey, try removable adhesive tape. So this week we have a little tombstone background. And a little skull to go on top of everything. I really wish they wouldn't have put that circle right in the middle of it. Some of the other pictures, it hasn't mattered because you can cut that off and it still is the entire picture. This one, I feel like it really cut into the skull. All right, so the movies that we're going to be watching this week: Monday is The Descent, Tuesday, Evil Dead, Wednesday, It Follows, Thursday, Longlegs, Friday, Cuckoo, Saturday, for Series Saturday, we have Penny Dreadful, and Sunday is The Ghoul, which is the jack-o'-lantern crackling in the background, a little bit of ambiance, and then the movie Ash. All of these I am very excited for, and they all have different feels to them this week. There are some weeks that you've probably already noticed are very heavily one genre of horror. Normally it's horror comedy. This week is a little bit darker. I mean, The Descent is terrifying. Every single time I watch that, I am still shocked by how terrifying it is. It also might have to do with the fact that caves, enclosed space, underneath the earth, that's just not really my thing. So in a horror movie, it's like a situation in my head where I'm like, oh my gosh, that could actually happen. This is terrifying. And it doesn't matter how many times I watch it, it never gives up. It's always spooky to me. Evil Dead, we do have a little comedy there, but It Follows, Longlegs, Cuckoo, Penny Dreadful, they all have a little bit of different vibes to them this week. Penny Dreadful, if you have never seen that series, get ready. On Saturday, set aside some time. You are definitely going to want to see this. If for nothing else, the costumes, they are absolutely gorgeous, and you're going to want to watch the entire series start to finish. So Saturday, if you don't have it written down yet, we are watching Penny Dreadful together and working up this blanket. So that should be everything that you need for week number 5. We are making one square as we're watching these movies. As always, if there are certain movies that you have switched out, you're making your own movie list. Let me know what you're watching in the comments down below. Otherwise, have a super spooky week. Enjoy working up this part of the crochet along, and I will see you in my next video.